Okay, so for those of you who may be listening to this for some odd reason and not watching, and I don't understand why you do that, there's a cubicle, and it has an air conditioner. You know, one of those heat pump type air conditioners where you've got the unit outside that's got the condenser and the compressor, and then inside, of course, you've got the nice cool blowing breeze part of it, right? Now, the way this works, for those of you who don't know how air conditioning works, is it transfers the cool air out of this outside in using the gas exchange, and it basically takes the heat from inside the cubicle and transfers it out. So if you go near to that little condenser compressor thing, it's blowing really hot air. So it's actually making the surrounding area hot. If anyone's ever walked past one of those things and wonder why it's blowing all this hot air.
That's how energy works.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm oversimplifying it. Our audience isn't that dumb. There's a reason why I'm saying this, though, is because this is... You'll see. This is inside a factory floor, where apparently, according to the people there, it was 40 degrees C, which is what?
104 degrees Fahrenheit.
104 degrees Fahrenheit. So the people on the assembly line, you can see they've got standing fans, you know, those like useless standing fans trying to keep them cool while they're dying of heat, while their manager gets to sit in his little ice cubicle blowing hot air and making them all hotter.
I think that's actually a poetic... It's a poetic analogy to how China runs, is that the government coddles and protects CCP officials that get to do everything and own everything and break every rule, while everyone else is subject to these archaic and stifling laws.
Yes, like the general populace. Yeah,
the Communist Party's laws.
I mean, look at these poor people. They're sitting there working on an assembly line and in this oppressive heat, dying of heat stroke, basically, and this annoying manager gets to sit in his little cool box. Now, if that's not a reason to, like, revolt, I don't know what is.
You know, we have a lot of proof that this is potentially leading to that. But then burning these factories
Yes,
down.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Play this uninterrupted. First.
Okay, uninterrupted. We're just going to play it.
不睡，我一睡觉你就打呼噜，这样子玩是吧？
Play it one more time.
Okay, I'll play it one more time. That's hilarious. That's some good humor.
If you're listening, there's two dorm mates.
Yes.
And the guy goes, you know, when I don't sleep, you don't sleep, but when I fall asleep, you start snoring.
Yes.
And he goes, is that how it's gonna be? Mm-hmm. And so he tries to get revenge and try to wake him up with a giant shadow.
Yeah, so he's cast his shadow just above the guy's bed, so just as a joke. It's pretty funny.
我一睡觉你就打呼噜，这样子玩是吧？
I love his reaction.
I'd react in the same way.
That would scare the shit out of you.
Absolutely. Oh, it's time for COVID memories. It's a little segment that we have where we remind people that COVID was just around the corner, you know, in the past.
Yeah. China. And in China, what they did was to stop the spread, was to weld people into their homes, where they eventually, some of them starved to death.
Starved and burned to death.
Yeah, burned to death. Sorry, I forgot that.
Because they couldn't escape, yeah.
Just a good COVID memory, just to always remind you where COVID came from and what China did in response to it, the most inhumane things that in modern times. Really.
Traumatized the entire population of China.
Yeah.
And did these terrible things, but for some reason people have now forgotten because Fauci or something.
Yeah, or because the Chinese government made it kind of illegal to even talk about COVID anymore.
Yeah.
Because they want to pretend like it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we just wanted to remind people this is what China got up to. Welding people in their own apartments. Anyone who ever thinks that China has a free society has to remember that.
What about this?
Yeah, what about this?
This is some sort of competition for, like, accounting.
That is insane.
It is actually insane skill, but it's also like, can you pause it? Can you imagine that your friend goes, I play basketball, your other friend goes, I'm actually more of a swimmer. Your other friend goes, you know what? I'm not into sports, but I play chess. Your other friend goes, I'm wicked good on the calculator.
Yeah. I mean,
yo, time me. And then they have a competition.
Yeah, I mean, that's impressive either way, I gotta say. It's kind of like, when someone does a Rubik's Cube in like a few seconds or a split second or whatever. It's always very impressive. Not a skill I ever care to attain, but very impressive.
Very, very impressive. That is wild.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay. 1. Oh no. Your shin okay? How about your knee? You good? Like, oh, that's gotta hurt. How about this?
That is
It's kind of brutal.
You know what it is? The scooter goes
Scooter uppercut.
Pause that. You know what that needs?
What?
I think it might be related to Roberts.
You think so?
Yeah, it should have. You know, if we had audio.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Just watch it. It's like.
I'll try to pause it.
Pause it there. And you know what?
Yeah, okay. I'll find it, of course.
It might have AI in it, like AI Roberts.
Yes, and it's getting revenge.
I bet if we track down the audio, it probably would have that in there.
You're probably right.
They all seem to say the same thing.
They do.
I remember you lift my spirit. With you high is all I'm feeling. Remember.
I'm sorry.
Taking out work is a pack.
Oh no.
Oh no!
That's like the worst computer graphics.
They're boiling Coke Zero.
Yes, why?
Why?
Look at him just chilling on his phone.
I like that he's not passed out anymore.
All right. What's going on here? Oh, dude.
Bro, I know a lot of music. I don't know this.
I've shown this to you before.
Have you?
I have.
Is this some dumb goth thing?
Nope.